Hello and welcome to this week's episode of A Day in the Life of Johann Goree. In this vlog, I go behind the scenes, following myself and showing you what I get up to on a day-to-day basis. This is Monday, it is the 27th of November and it is 10 to 7. I've been very neglectful, I've been really busy all day playing catch up with a lot of stuff, so I've not actually done a recording this morning. So here's what's happened so far today. So we started the day off with a great episode of Ask the Accountant podcast with Aaron Patrick. We always go live at 8:30 on a Monday. Had lots of regulars in there today asking questions and even suggesting topics that they'd like our opinion on. So we gave them our opinion on it, which was great. And there's quite a lot of news to go through as well. So if you've not tuned into that, then check it out on this live video stream on our YouTube channel. After that, it was client meetings, new inquiry meetings and team catch-ups. So I had a meeting with a couple of clients to discuss the impacts of the budget. A lot of people haven't been paying attention very much to the fact that not only is the national living wage going up, but it's also expanding the bracket at which you qualify for. So up until now, currently, you've got to be over 23 and over to be able to qualify for national living wage, whereas as of April, that's going to drop to 21. So we've been advising a lot of our clients to do some cash flow planning. If they need some help with that, we'll do a one-off project with them for a one-off fee. So yeah, just been doing that with a few clients today. And then I had a session this afternoon with Joe Wood and we had a chat with a group of our clients about the budget, what it means, mainly focusing on hair and beauty industry and getting that all sorted out. So that those clients would understand how that impacts on their business. So we did that via a Zoom call and then we pre-recorded that and that's been sent out to our clients to be able to watch it back if they need to. After that, I had another client call with another hair and beauty firm which we've been supporting, and they're a great client. They've got all their money put into different pots. They're planning ahead and they've got quite a bit of cash, so they're going to be able to put in money into their pensions and stuff to help reduce their corporation tax bill when it comes through. So that's always a really pleasant and enjoyable call to have with a client. I had to catch up with some of our team members. We need to step it up, if I'm honest, as a leadership team. Like, we've had a rough month, so I've been off for various reasons. Jade, my operations manager, is currently off ill. Vicky has had some time off and been less contactable due to a few issues her end. And the team are starting to feel it. They're starting to feel the lack of direction and leadership. So back at it, stepping it up again. You know, it's important to not just dismiss that feedback, but actually to take it on board, understand what's caused it. You know, we know what's caused it. The whole leadership team's been incapacitated at one point or another, if not simultaneously, over the last month. So yeah, the team are going to struggle for a lack of leadership when the leadership team are all off ill or on compassionate leave, etc. But obviously, family always comes first. So we made the right choice. I now need to step it up and support the rest of the team to make sure they feel that they've got a direction and they've got the support they need where they need it. So yeah, we have continued looking at Client Window, which will be rolling out tomorrow. And I've got a meeting with a software tomorrow called TaxTorch, which I'm quite excited about the possibilities of what that's going to do. TaxTorch looks like it's going to be able to help us scenario plan and tax plan for our clients really nice and easily, so that would be good. So I've got a meeting with them tomorrow as well to see what that's about. And we'll be implementing Client Window hopefully tomorrow, depending on how quickly Meta authorize everything. But yeah, that's the hope. I had a meeting as well today with Knowit, feeding back to their head of product about some thoughts on the user interface and the features and usability of it all, which was good. And then this evening I've just caught up with Vicky, my head of accounts, brought up some of my client work to up to date, so I had to do some VAT returns for my clients, etc. I had a call as well this evening with a new prospect, so referred to us by one of his family members who's been with us for about a year or so, coming from the same accountant as the previous family member. And yeah, they're not a hugely expensive accounting firm, but the bookkeeping and the advice they get is quite poor. So we have quoted for him to come over to us. We're more expensive, but he understands and appreciates that. as long as he's getting the service in return, which hopefully he will. So yeah, busy day for the first day of the week. Next few days are no quieter really, so I'm back to back with meetings and calls pretty much all week, but hopefully I'll be able to show you a bit more behind the scenes of those because I'm working from home all day. I want to try and do a bit more in-depth dive as well onto some of my softwares and my hardware that I use. So I don't know if I'm going to do those as part of this video or separate videos. I'm not decided on that yet, but we will see. So thank you for joining me today and joining this video. Of course, if you're enjoying what you're seeing, please like and subscribe to the channel. If you're looking for answers about anything I do, how I do it, please ask away in the comments. A viewer asked about my insights to Know It and Client Window last week, so I will be giving you a better insight to those. I might even spin off some videos on how we're going to use them going forwards. So yeah, I will see you all tomorrow morning. Good evening. It's 4:15 on Tuesday. Been a busy day. My first meeting of the day was at 8 o'clock this morning with Tax Torch, which is a new tax solution coming out. It's designed to help you model your tax and do tax planning, which is really cool. It's beta testing at the moment, a bit early in the day for it, but it's looking really good. There's three main areas I can see this working. Well, two main areas to be fair. One is I'm going to be able to send a snapshot of this is your income. This is what the tool says is the best way to split that income to make it tax efficient. And that's what we've done on your tax return. There you go. So it's really clear and easy for the client to go, yes, these guys are working proactively and they're justifying the way they're splitting my income. That's great. The second way is to then sit down and have that planning meeting with the client and go, right, what's your objectives financially for buying a house, whatever it is, and this is how we're going to do that in the most tax efficient way. So yeah, really looking forward to that tool being available and on the market. I then had a chat with Client Window. We've started out onboarding with Client Window, so it's a bit of a slower process. It's not very automated because everything's got to go over to Facebook for them, or Meta as they're known, to approve everything and confirm the integration and stuff. So it takes a bit longer than I'd like. It's not as quick and as efficient as I'd like, but once it's up and running, it basically means I'm going to be able to communicate with my clients via WhatsApp, as will all the whole team, and we'll have complete visibility of it all. So that'll be great. Really looking forward to that. Had a couple of Client Engager demos today. One was over in the US of A. They've decided it's not for them because we don't have a US of A version of it, which is fine. I didn't expect them to want to sign up once I realised they were from the US. But that's all good. And then, yeah, just supporting the team. We've got a HMRC investigation for a client from a previous accountant's mistakes. So we're going to just sort all that out for the client. Spoke to a couple of other clients that were looking at various things for their business, growing and how they want to do things, which was all really good fun. So yeah, that's my day. It's been a busy and productive day, which I always enjoy. I always go home after these days thinking, yeah, I've done a lot. I've got quite a lot done, and that's really good. So join me tomorrow and we will see what the day's got in store for Wednesday. Good morning. It is 10 to 9 on Wednesday morning and I'm just off my first meeting of the day. So my first meeting today was with a gentleman from QuickBooks over in Sydney. He's one of the product development team who's doing research and gathering information on working papers and how we use it, etc. Just to make sure the product's really working for the users that are using it and to work out what it needs to have going forwards to make it more usable for both ourselves and those firms that aren't using it yet. So really good 45-minute session, just going through how we're using it for all of our clients, what our workflows are and why notes in there helped and why attachments help and stuff. If you're not using working papers in QuickBooks, why not? It's free. It follows that client's license around, it stays with that client's license. It doesn't go to the new accountant once they take over, if they move to another accountant. It supports all of your workings online. It holds all your documents online. So yeah, we've become a lot more efficient in our work working papers and accounts production because of QuickBooks and their working papers tool. So definitely have a look at that if you're not already using it. Today I have got various client calls. I've also got our weekly meeting with Client Engager team. That's been delayed by a day because we were hoping to discuss a product release that's happening this week, but we were just slightly behind on the rollout of that. So that's now resolved though, and we'll be rolling it out today for me to demo tonight in the live Q&A session with the community, which is exciting. Looking forward to that. And then, yeah, we'll see what else the day has to hold. I need to catch up with some team members I've not spoken to recently and just make sure all the clients are happy, basically. So let's see what we get up to today. Good morning. It is Thursday morning. It is 7:45. I'm in early. Had a busy night last night, hence I didn't do a summary video for Wednesday. We did a big release announcement last night for Client Engager, basically. So there was like 13 big updates in there, which was time consuming to go through and stuff, but all really big, important updates. So we've now got the ability to have communications, like conversations for each job and tag people in it. So yeah, much wanted and requested features. So we're really pleased to get those all out. Just meant a bit of a late finish last night after filming videos and going live to the user community and stuff on Facebook. Today is going to be a quieter day. I've only got a couple of meetings in the diary, a couple of Client Engager demos on top. I need to train my team this morning in how to use these new features in Client Engager, so I'll do that at 9:15. And I've got a team meeting with my team over in Sri Lanka at 1 o'clock, just to update them on things, let them know how things are going, thank them for their hard work. They had a end of year awards evening over in Sri Lanka over the weekend, and my team over there did very well. They cleared up with quite a lot of awards, which was great to see. I look forward to catching up with them and congratulating them on all their award-winning hard work. And then the rest of the day is just going to be tax returns, I think. I've got a few self-assessment tax returns that have come in, ready to go, so I'll crack on with those. It's one of the few things I'm allowed to play with anymore is tax returns. The rest of the team don't let me do anything else really for client work, apart from client meetings and tax returns, but I quite enjoy that, so that's fine. And to say you can tell it's nearly December would be an understatement. We had our first attempt at snow here in Edinburgh yesterday, and the morning routine has now changed. So normally my wife gets up about 6:45, turns the coffee machine on, potters about, does a few bits getting her packed lunch ready. Then 7 o'clock, goes for a shower. I wake up about 7, normally 6:45, go through the news, go through my emails. Then I go for my shower about 7:30. And while my wife's getting ready for work, I then normally go into the office and get on with some work and have a coffee. But during the winter, we have to change that up slightly. So each morning I have to go and inspect the car. So the wife's car is ready to go to work. So I have to go and de-ice it basically. So that's now going to be my morning routine for the foreseeable future until Edinburgh sees the crisp light of spring once again. I also need to do some tidying up in the office today, just basically get ready because I'm at the office next week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I'm in London. I will be in London attending the QuickBooks Council event, which I'm really looking forward to. But to be able to do that, I just need to get a bit organised, pack a bag and stuff like that. So let's see what today has in store. Good morning. It is Friday, the 1st of December. It is 11 minutes past 8. As per normal in winter time, I'm a bit later into the office because I was out de-icing the wife's car. It hailed, snowed, sleeted, rained, everything last night. So the whole outside area is an absolute death trap. And this garden office is a little bit cold, shall we say. The heater is on, put it that way. But it's the 1st of December, which means I get to open the first door on this Nespresso advent calendar. So let's see what coffee I'm having today. I am having the festive black espresso. There we go. So the festive black espresso. So I'll look forward to that. And yeah, That'll be my coffee for the morning. So, what am I doing today? Well, we're nearly there with Client Window. Nearly there. Meta have come back and authorised some bits. We've then sent off more stuff, and then we're just waiting for Meta to do the final authorization so we can then link everything up and just launch it. I'd really like to get that launched today, really. Send out the QR code to all of our clients, but we'll see what happens. Client Window can only do so much. Meta's a big business that you just follow their rules, basically, don't you? So we'll do that. I'm still waiting for some updates to know it. It's got all the tools, but the user interface just isn't quite right for us at the moment. It's missing. It's not efficient to use. It's not easy to see what you need to do, chasing invoices or stop chasing invoices and stuff. And there's a syncing thing, so it automatically syncs every night. But what if I come in the morning, do a load of transactions that have come in the last few hours on the bank, which include invoices that have been paid, and then someone gets chased for an invoice they've already paid? That just doesn't work in my view, so we need to get that sorted. So hopefully roll out with Client Window. I need to make some changes to Client Engager today for our firm. So we've got a new status thing which says ready to file. And the reason we've put that in is so that we can send automated emails chasing clients that are yet to sign. So I need to build out those templates and build out that automation today. And then I need to catch up with a few of the team members. Most of our team don't work Fridays, but I've got a few team members in and about, so we need to catch up with them. And our team in Sri Lanka are going to be finishing early and going out for a meal on us. They were at an awards evening last weekend and walked away with 25% of the awards. They also walked away with the Best Team of the Year award, which is like the big award of the night. So very pleased and proud of them. So they're going to go out and have a nice meal on us and just enjoy their success, basically. Outsourcing to Sri Lanka 4 years ago now was one of the best moves I've ever made. The team are absolutely fantastic out there. We've got our own dedicated team that we've grown over the years. They're hardworking, they're passionate, they are everything you would want out of teammates, regardless of where they are in the world. So, been definitely a huge win for us to have that team over there. And they make life a lot easier for us all in the UK as well, which is always good. But yeah, and that's it then. So I'll tune in later this evening and give you a summary of the week, I suppose. I'm just trying to think anything big wins. Really enjoying using the MacBook M3 Pro, or MacBook Pro M3, should I say. That's made life a lot easier, just being able to plug and go and take it with me while being out and about. I'll tell you what, this iPhone 15 Pro Plus, wow, absolutely incredible. The battery life on it. So even on the iPhone 14, I'd be getting to like 5, 6, 7 o'clock at night and I'd be in the red on the battery, like last 20% and struggling to get through to bedtime. On my Google Plus 8, absolutely no chance of making it through to 5 o'clock, never mind any further. But this thing, it's still got like 60% left at the end of the day. It's incredible. Really surprised about the magnificent and huge improvements they've made in the battery life on the iPhone 15 Pro Plus. So if you're umming and ahhing about a phone and you need battery life, have a look at the 15 Pro Plus. It's been a fantastic phone for me. And then, I also need to just print off some bits and pieces ready for my travel next week. I'm off to London for QuickBooks, so I've started my auction for my seats for first class on Seatfrog to see if I can get first class seats going down and back again. Fingers crossed, because it does make life a lot easier. So I'm looking forward to the QuickBooks Council, seeing what updates are going to be released to us, and also just hearing feedback on what we've already asked them to work on and see where they're getting up to with that. That would be good as well. So I'll see you all later this evening. Good evening. It is 5:30 on Friday night. Just had to look over on what the clock was. 5:30 Friday night. I'm just back. That's why I've got my coat on still. I'm just back from a client meeting. I went and met a client for a coffee. It's a client that's been with us quite a while, but disappeared on us for about a year. Completely radio silence. Had a long chat with him. He's apologised. He's very keen to work with us again going forwards. He attended the meeting. He settled his outstanding debts with us there and then, which was lovely. Really values our input and our support, but just went through some mental health challenges over the last year with one thing or another. So yeah, good to have him back on board, really. Really keen just to get us in control of everything and get our help going forward, which we love to do, which is great. But yeah, a really nice way to end a week on a bit of a positive, to hear from a client that things are doing better than they were and he's bettering himself. So that's it for the week. I'm now going to go and pack some bags, ready for my trip on Monday, and hopefully go and buy a Christmas tree and put that up this weekend as well. As it is the 1st of December, which means I get to put my Christmas tree up this weekend, which is always a fun experience. So mulled wine, Christmas music and Christmas decorations, and the hope that I don't fall through the ceiling trying to get to those Christmas decorations. So yeah, I hope you all have a wonderful weekend, and thank you for joining us. Of course, if you've enjoyed this video, make sure you like and subscribe. Make sure you look back at other videos. Last week's video was absolutely fantastic at the Small Business Show, so you get to see some meetings and stuff like that. And hopefully I'll be able to give you a bit of a behind the scenes tour of QuickBooks Accounting Council next week. That's the hope anyway, so we'll see how we get on. So thank you very much for joining us again, and I will see you all next week. Hello, my name's Johann. QuickBooks Advanced is a lot more powerful than QuickBooks Online. Okay, so I've decided to pack in work. It's about 5:15.
But it's a good business, the owner just doesn't care.
I'm not sure how much good content Liz is getting out of this.
We are live. I've got Johann Goree in the house.
And welcome to another episode of Ask the Accountant We Have Called Friends.
I do a podcast every week. Aaron and I actually met and came up with the idea of this podcast